Hi guys, it's your girl Dr. Trudy here. I know I promised to bring you lots and lots of videos, but well, Housejob has not been beans. It's got me super busy, and there's so many times I wanted to make videos for you, my dear audience, but I didn't have the time or the strength to do it. But guess what? Today is a great day because I've got time. In fact, I've got lots of it. Today I will be talking about what most people do not want to talk about, or what most people do not know before starting Housejob in Ghana. And it's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's money. Yes, money. Yeah. Money. Who doesn't like money? Well, I do like money, lots of it actually. I love money. Yeah, anyways. So, one thing, you know how you graduate from medical school, you're foreign trained, you're all excited to start Housejob because at least you're going to be earning some money for yourself, you're going to be independent and all that. Well, sorry to bust your bubble. Boop, boop, boop. That's not the case, okay? That's not how it works here. Things are different here. Things are done differently. And let me disappoint you so that once you get into Housejob, you don't get too disappointed, because I'm just going to give it to you straight. I'm just going to give it to you. Yes, money. Did you know that most people do not get paid once they start their Housejob for at least, well, in my case, 4 to 5 months? Yeah, you don't get paid, sorry. Well, you'll be paid eventually, but then you're not gonna get paid at the end of the first month you start working. Yeah. And guess what? Housejob is going to leave you broke, when you get broke and then you get sick, but then you have no choice but to wake up every day and go to work. Yeah, that's what most people do in Housejob are feeling at the moment. Yes. So let's start. I think I've already started. Yes. So if you considering choosing a place or a hospital or a facility for your Housejob, one thing you'd have to take account or take into consideration as your finances. I learned there is one particular hospital, not in Accra here, that they give you allowances, all right, but then the allowances are stopped once your salary starts coming in. And due to this, the hospital administration does a very good job to make sure that you get your salary early enough so that they can stop paying you your allowances. So you might start getting if you're lucky and you end up in such a facility, you might get your salary maybe after 2 or 3 months. Good for you. Yes, but for majority of us, I started Housejob in June, first week of June, and then I got called to go and do my biometric stuff just last month in September. Yeah, so that means my name was not even on the government's payroll, like the controller's payroll. My name wasn't on it. I had to go and get that done in September. So now let's hope that, now that I've got that out of the way, my salary will start coming any moment from now. Yeah, so Housejob is going to leave you broke. I'm not going to lie about it. So you have to take in account your finances. Some hospitals, like most hospitals, pay allowances to house officers. Some pay 400 cedis, some pay more, some pay less. And mind you that this amount of money is paid at the end of the month. Maybe it goes into like the first or second week of the next month. And out of this meager amount as allowance, they will deduct taxes. Yeah. So let's say if you're taking 400 cedis or something, you might end up with 320 cedis. So yeah, it doesn't do anything at all. It's not even able to cater for your feeding till the end of the month. So if you started Housejob, or if you're going to start Housejob and you have no accommodation around, you would have to, rent an accommodation, a place of accommodation. You would have to pay for your transportation. You would have to pay for your own feeding. Then you might consider, looking into hospitals that will at least help you out a bit if these things are going to be challenges for you. There are some hospitals that, accommodation is a sure thing that you're going to get it. Mostly not in Accra here though. Maybe outside Accra, the hospital will provide you with accommodation. And I learned that some hospitals that they would even provide you with feeding like every time and all that. But yeah, so in order before you choose a place of for your housemanship, kindly ask around, ask people who have been to such facilities, ask them about the financial, stuff, like financial aspects of the occupation, because it gets pretty tough sometimes, especially if you have no one, supporting you financially. Yes, so you'd have to consider that. Let's take for instance. I live at home, like my home, so I don't pay any accommodation directly. I don't pay for an accommodation, but then I would have to fuel my car every week, and I for a month I spend more. I think for every 2 weeks I spend over almost 400 cedis on fuel. So for a month I spend like close to 800 cedis on fuel. And you might take public transport or trotro or Uber, depending on your situation if you don't have a car. So you just, do all the math involved, and then make sure that wherever you're choosing to do your housemanship will not, put too much strain on your pocket. And then you'd have to, if you're lucky enough, you have people supporting you financially, if you have family supporting you, then, that makes things a bit easier. But then if you have no one supporting you, things can get pretty rough. If for your accommodate, like first off, accommodation, feeding, you have to take care of yourself, appearance, your clothes, your data, internet, and all that, it comes into play. So yes, know that once you're starting Housejob, you're not going to get paid immediately. Keep this in your mind. Yeah, so don't forget that. So don't be too expectant that you're going to get your salary as soon as possible. No, that's not going to happen. And the hospital expects you to come on time, expects you to put your best foot forward, whether you're hungry or not, you're there to work. So yeah, there is not much that can be done for you in such instances. So make sure that you have a backup plan. I learned that there are people, kind of like loan companies or agencies that give loans to people in such situations. I hate loans, but then there are people that would be their only option because they don't have any other support system, so they would have to get a loan. And I mean, it's not bad if you have to do what you have to do to survive, okay? Because it's a temporary situation. You don't have to resort to other dubious means to survive, because money, it's a necessity, it's a commodity that we all need in our day-to-day activities. So yes, make sure that you have a backup plan in terms of finances, feeding. Because for me, when I go to work, if let's say most of the times I take breakfast from home to work, and then I eat it like in the morning before I even step out of my car. So if on days that I have emergency duty, that's like a 12-hour shift. Most of the times I have to eat lunch and dinner at the hospital, and I eat dinner at the hospital because I'll get home way past 8 o'clock. Duty officially ends at 8, but there's no way I'll be home by 8:30. Earliest 8:45 or 9 o'clock. That will be the earliest, like PM. That will be the earliest I'll ever get home. So I make sure that I get my dinner there at the hospital as well. And sometimes I eat from the school cafeteria. Sorry, why did I say school? I'm no longer in school. Or sometimes I eat from the hospital cafeteria. There are times I order food online and then they deliver to me, and then, you know, I create time to eat. So on average, let's say due today, I might spend up to like 30 cedis, more or less, on just food, and then water to drink, because you know I've got to stay hydrated to make sure that I survive through the 12-hour shifts. I buy my own water. You know, nobody's going to give you money for water. I know that there are places where they will have a dispenser that you could just fill up your bottle or something, but we don't have it that way. So I buy my own water as well. In a day, like 8 to 8, even though I should be drinking more water, but then I get too busy or so caught up in stuff that I even forget to drink water. But give or take 1.5 liters of mineral water. Yeah, that's, and depending on, if I buy from the hospital, I pay like the 750 mils they sell for 2 cedis. So now I devise a plan. I don't buy the 750 mils. I buy 500 mils because that's 1 cedi. And if I buy 2 of that, which is 1 liter, I pay 2 cedis. So yeah, I mean, every little bit helps, you know, just penny pinching any little way to make sure that I don't overspend. Yes, so you're not going to get paid on time. Just put that in your head. Yeah. And I know in one of my previous videos, I talked about a PDF file for history taking, and most people emailed me about those. But unfortunately, I found out that the person who sent me the file sent it through AirDrop. And so it's difficult. I can't even email or send it anywhere else except AirDrop. And since the people who are requesting it via email are not anywhere near me, it's impossible to send to you. But then I promise you, now I have some free time on my hand. I'm going to reply all emails that have been sent to me, and then I would try to give you the name of the PDF file to see if you could search on the web and see if you could have it downloaded from somewhere else. Yes. So thank you so much for tuning in. This is just a short video. I just wanted to tell you, you know, something that's really, really dear to my heart, which is money. So thanks for joining me for this very short video. Hopefully I will bring you a few more videos in the next couple of days, because I've got some free time ahead. And to all those who passed their licensure examinations, congratulations. I know it's not easy. To those who didn't make it through, remember, that's not the end of the road. Most of us have been there, you know. We've been there and it hurts, you know, you feel like crap and all that, but just put it in your mind that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I know it hurts, you know, your friends pass, you're happy for them, you'd want to celebrate with them, but then you are hurting because you did not make it through. Just keep in your mind that it's not forever. You will eventually pass. You know, let that motivate you to study harder, work on your mistakes, join group discussions, join tutorial sessions and all that, read books, anything. If you have any other questions, my email is always open. It's drtrudyb@gmail.com. If you need any help, make any inquiries or anything at all related to this whole housemanship thing, don't forget to reach out to me. I'll be very glad, you know, to be of help to you. Thank you so much and enjoy your time, career, house job. Yeah.